Girl, you ain't gonna believe who talking. Kelly Rowland. Yes, you guys know Kelly Rowland. She was considered as Beyonce's sister. You know they was in that group for a long time, Destiny Child. You know Kelly Rowland know all the secrets of Beyonce and Jay-Z because Kelly Rowland was hanging out with Beyonce when she was a child. I'm talking about 8, 9, 10 years old, y'all. So Kelly, she is speaking now, and she's about to reveal some secrets. And did you guys hear that Kelly Rowland and Jay-Z was creeping around? Yes. Honey, girl, it's so many scandals. They are friends to no one in this Hollywood gang. So I came across this video. We have to react to it in its entirety. It says, Kelly Rowland, okay, exposes Beyonce, okay, for hiding Diddy connections. I told y'all, I knew it. Everybody knew that Beyonce been had connections with Diddy and Jay-Z, and she's over there acting quiet like she ain't got nothing to do with it. If you saw a part about Diddy, why you ain't speaking out? Why you ain't shaming him? Why you saying, oh my goodness, I am sickened? We ain't hear none of that from you, which means that you quiet about it, you down with it too. You down with it too. Y'all gotta watch this video, honey. Make sure you guys like, share, subscribe here at the Messy Sweet Spot. Let's go. Let's go. Get them likes up.
The woman knows what happened. I know what happened.
Kelly Rowland has always kept it classy, but there's speculation brewing that she might be subtly pulling the curtain back on some major industry secrets involving Beyonce and Diddy.
It's as normal as you want it to be.
Allegedly, Kelly has hinted at questionable behind-the-scenes behavior, particularly when it comes to how certain artists rise to power in the music industry. Some say Kelly feels overshadowed by Beyonce's longtime dominance, and whispers suggest she's ready to address the dynamics of their friendship. Could there be tension over past choices Beyonce made, or people she associated with, like Diddy? After all, Diddy's name has been coming up a lot lately, with new allegations rocking the industry, and some think Kelly's comments could add fuel to the fire. Rumors suggest Kelly might have seen or experienced things during Destiny's Child's heyday, things she's finally ready to discuss. While details remain murky, the talk of industry parties, manipulation, and power plays has left people questioning the real price of fame. Whether Kelly's speaking up for herself or hinting at deeper issues, the timing couldn't be more dramatic. With lawsuits piling up and Diddy's reputation under fire, people are waiting to see if Kelly will connect more dots or keep her tea under wraps. Kelly's battle after Destiny's Child.
Talking about new music, all the talk this week has been about Beyonce's new album. Have you heard it yet? Have you had an opportunity to give some thoughts on the whole thing?
I sure have. It's great. It's absolutely great.
Really different though, right?
Yes, really different. But getting back to what I'm here to talk about,
yeah.
Claritin, I'm very excited to be teaming up with Claritin.
Kelly Rowland and Beyonce, 2/3 of Destiny's Child, the girl group that dominated the late 90s and early 2000s. They were sisters in arms, singing their hearts out about independence and heartbreak. But as the years went on, Kelly seemed to step out of the spotlight, leaving fans wondering, what happened? Well, rumors have been swirling for years, and they're spicy enough to make your tea kettle whistle. Apparently, Kelly's post-Destiny's Child journey hasn't been all rainbows and sunshine. According to insider chatter, Beyonce made sure that Kelly wouldn't have an easy time breaking out on her own. Word is, Queen Bey might have pulled a few strings to keep Kelly right where she wanted her, in her shadow. And here's where it gets even juicier. Diddy, who's no stranger to shaking up the industry, and some lawsuits, allegedly lent a hand. Because why stop at being a mogul when you can also be the gatekeeper of someone else's career? Kelly has been candid about her struggles in interviews, even admitting to feeling overshadowed. Can you imagine what it's like being in a group with Beyonce? She once said. I would torture myself in my head. Like, I can't wear this dress because they're gonna say it's like B. Or, I can't have a song like that because it sounds too much like B. That's some next level mind gymnastics. And honestly, who wouldn't feel the pressure? Beyonce, for her part, has kept pretty quiet about any drama between the two. But Diddy's alleged involvement in blacklisting Kelly raises eyebrows. The man has been connected to more behind-the-scenes drama than a daytime soap opera, and this only adds to the pile. Some sources claim he and Beyonce worked together to ensure Kelly didn't land major deals or collaborations that could threaten Bey's spot at the top. Whether it's true or just industry gossip, it's hard not to notice how differently their careers played out. While Beyonce was breaking records, headlining the Super Bowl, and becoming a global icon, Kelly was quietly releasing music and acting in smaller roles. Even though she had some hits, remember Motivation, her solo career never reached the same stratosphere. Fans can't help but wonder, was it because Kelly didn't have what it takes? Or because the industry doors were slammed shut before she could even walk through? Despite it all, Kelly has remained graceful. "I've always been proud of Beyonce. That's my sister," she said. Still, the whispers about sabotage refuse to die down. If true, it's a cold reminder that the music industry isn't just about talent. It's also about power, connections, and apparently, keeping people in their lane. At the end of the day, Kelly's resilience speaks volumes. She's still thriving, proving she's more than just a supporting act in someone else's story. Whether or not Beyonce and Diddy really teamed up to dim her shine, Kelly continues to push forward, showing the world that she's got plenty of light of her own. The Aaliyah allegations. The Kelly-Rowland-Beyonce saga doesn't stop with career drama. It dives into conspiracy territory, with Kelly allegedly pointing fingers at some heavy-hitting names. According to the whispers making rounds, Kelly has reportedly said that Beyonce, Jay-Z, and Diddy played a role in Aaliyah's untimely death. Now, if that doesn't make your jaw drop, hold on. It gets even wilder. Rumor has it that the power trio, Jay-Z, Beyonce, and Diddy, weren't just dominating music charts. They were allegedly scheming behind the scenes, pulling strings, and blackmailing celebrities to maintain their positions at the top. Aaliyah, who was a rising star in her own right, may have posed a threat to their reign. And that's where things get dark. Some reports claim that Jay-Z was infatuated with Aaliyah before Beyonce entered the picture, and that tension allegedly brewed into something much more sinister. Kelly reportedly suggested that Aaliyah's tragic plane crash might not have been as accidental as it seemed. While these allegations are hard to prove and largely speculative, they paint a grim picture of an industry where power and control seem to matter more than human life. It's also worth noting that Diddy's name constantly surfaces in these conspiracy conversations. Gene Deal, Diddy's former bodyguard, has spoken openly about Diddy's tactics, claiming that he would do anything to stay in control. "He had dirt on everybody," Gene Deal said in an interview. "He recorded tapes of people doing stuff they didn't want the world to know. And it wasn't just celebrities, politicians, pastors, you name it." Kelly has reportedly tied Beyonce and Jay-Z into this narrative as well. Allegedly, they were all working together, leveraging these tapes and blackmail to silence anyone who got in their way. It's a chilling thought. 3 of the most powerful figures in the music industry allegedly teaming up to keep themselves untouchable. Even beyond Aaliyah, this alleged blackmail network has had devastating effects on other celebrities. Multiple sources claim that Diddy's infamous freak-off parties were where it all happened. People would let their guard down, only to realize later that they had been taped in compromising situations. These tapes reportedly served as leverage for years, ensuring that no one crossed Diddy, Jay-Z, or Beyonce without facing consequences. For Kelly, being entangled in this web must have been a nightmare. She reportedly feels that leaving Destiny's Child and stepping away from Beyonce wasn't just a career move, it was a survival tactic. But even outside the group, she allegedly couldn't escape Beyonce and Jay-Z's influence. It's been claimed that they worked alongside Diddy to ensure Kelly didn't get the same opportunities or recognition she deserved. Fans have started revisiting Kelly's interviews, trying to piece together clues about what she might have been hinting at all these years. "There's so much that goes on behind the scenes that people don't see," Kelly once said. "It's not always what it looks like on the surface." If these allegations are true, it would mean that some of the biggest names in music built their empires on manipulation and secrecy. And while Kelly continues to rise above, her journey stands as a stark reminder of the darker side of fame. For now, the question remains, how much of this is fact, and how much is rumor? With more tapes and testimonies allegedly surfacing, the truth might come out sooner than later. And when it does, it could rock the music industry to its core. Until then, fans are left wondering just how deep this rabbit hole really goes. FBI targets Diddy's inner circle. As the drama around Diddy, Beyonce, and Jay-Z continues to swirl, the FBI is reportedly zeroing in on a new target: Diddy's alleged co-conspirators, the people who were said to be involved in his notorious parties.
U.S. Attorney Damian Williams promised earlier this week, he said this is an ongoing investigation and that they will be speaking to more people. We found out that these two individuals, and we have actually spoken to one of them. They are both currently. One of them says that they had an interaction with Diddy in 2014, and they are willing to tell the feds what they know about that interaction. And another one said that they are willing, and not only willing, but have been subpoenaed to go before the grand jury. So the second person could end up going before the grand jury. At this stage, they are just going to be interviewed by prosecutors. Clearly, they're trying to figure out what these other witnesses know and how they can help them convict Diddy, and that's the name of the game at this point for the Fed.
These aren't just any parties either. They're allegedly filled with scandal, blackmail, and plenty of dirt on Hollywood's elite. And now it seems the authorities are ready to take action. For years, it's been rumored that Diddy hosted secretive and sometimes wild gatherings, where powerful figures in the music, movie, and political worlds would mix, mingle, and, according to some accounts, compromise themselves in ways they'd rather keep hidden. It's been claimed that Diddy used these tapes to hold power over anyone who got too comfortable or too drunk at his events. These recordings, some say, were his way of making sure people didn't cross him. Because let's face it, no one's coming for the king of hip-hop unless you're ready to deal with the consequences. Now it's being reported that these tapes may be the key to Diddy's downfall. The FBI is allegedly investigating not just Diddy, but everyone who was allegedly in the room during these events. Some insiders claim that Diddy didn't just collect these tapes for his own security. He made sure his circle of trusted allies knew they were being watched too. These co-conspirators, whether they were involved in the parties or just people trying to stay in Diddy's good graces, are reportedly under scrutiny. Diddy had cameras everywhere, said one source who claims to have been at some of these events. It wasn't just about partying, it was about control. He recorded everything, from the people he worked with to the people he wanted dirt on. No one was safe. If the FBI's investigation continues to unfold, more celebrities and powerful figures could find themselves caught up in what's been described as a web of blackmail, intimidation, and manipulation. Celebrities who thought they could escape Diddy's reach might soon realize they're not as untouchable as they once believed. Diddy's alleged control over his peers is one thing, but his alleged manipulation of other celebrities in the industry is another. According to multiple reports, many of these individuals, including some A-list names, were reportedly on Diddy's radar as potential leverage pieces.
285 individuals contact us with people claiming to have been victimized by Sean Combs.
If you were close to him, or if you happened to be at one of his parties, there was a chance you'd end up on tape, whether you knew it or not. And with the FBI now looking into these tapes, it's only a matter of time before the truth begins to surface. While Diddy has long been known as a mogul, his empire might be built on more than just music and fashion. It could also be built on the back of these hidden tapes. With new revelations coming to light, the investigation into Diddy and his co-conspirators could spell the end of his career as we know it. If the FBI is indeed getting closer to uncovering the full scale of these allegations, it's clear that the music world's biggest power players might not be so untouchable anymore. For those who attended these events and are now being investigated, their past actions could come back to haunt them. They may have thought that being a part of Diddy's inner circle meant they were safe, But now the truth is coming to light, and they're starting to realize that the party might be over. As the FBI digs deeper, we may see the fallout from this investigation ripple through the music industry, leaving a trail of revelations that could change everything. It's only a matter of time before the first domino falls, and when it does, the truth about what went down in those secretive parties could be even more shocking than anyone ever imagined. Diddy's connections are changing the game. Things are about to get real interesting with Diddy, and I'm not talking about his latest album. The FBI has seriously upped the ante, and now the whole bail situation.
New tonight now, Sean Diddy Combs ends his battle to get released on bail. The rapper's attorneys today filed a motion to dismiss his bail.
Yeah, that's totally off the table. Why? Well, there's a lot more going on here than anyone realized, and it's not just about Diddy's shady business practices. Let's talk about the big picture. You see, Diddy's not just some music mogul. This guy has connections. We're talking top-tier political powerhouses like Donald Trump and Barack Obama. Diddy has rubbed elbows with 2 former presidents. And if you're thinking it's just because he likes to hang out with famous people, think again. Diddy's connections run deep, and they're starting to look like a major factor in why he might have been untouchable for so long. Now, I'm not saying Diddy's been throwing lavish parties in the White House or anything, but the guy's no stranger to being in the same room as these influential figures. The question now is, are these friendships just about fun times at fancy galas, or could they be part of something way more sketchy? Because if there's one thing that's clear, it's that this whole situation is about to get a lot messier. As Diddy's facing these serious criminal charges, you can bet that his connections are starting to look less like good old celebrity networking and more like some kind of political insurance policy. Remember, this is a guy who's been rubbing shoulders with power players for decades. But now, with the FBI looking closer, it's starting to seem like those same connections might be the reason his empire's coming crumbling down. It's wild, right? Diddy's influence has allowed him to dodge the law for years. But with the FBI getting serious about those tapes and those shady parties, the fun might be over. As one insider put it, "You think he's untouchable? Nah, the big wigs are about to see how deep this rabbit hole goes." And here's the kicker. Diddy's like that guy who's been doing shady stuff under everyone's nose. And now the FBI's pulling the curtain back. No bail means they're not messing around. The feds are circling, and I'm sure Diddy's looking around, realizing all those celebrity pals of his. They might not have his back when the heat turns up. Remember when he said, "I got my money and my empire, nobody can touch me"? Yeah, that's not looking so solid anymore. But here's where it gets even juicier. What if Diddy's friends in high places like Trump and Obama are more than just casual acquaintances? What if these relationships go beyond just, "Hey, let's throw a fundraiser," and into some murky territory? As one insider speculated, "You're telling me Diddy, with all his power, hasn't used those connections for leverage? Come on, this is a whole operation." Now, I'm not saying Diddy and his presidential pals were out there making shady deals, but it's definitely making people ask questions. The FBI's digging in, and suddenly all that power he surrounded himself with is looking like it might just collapse. As one source close to the investigation said, Diddy's empire was built on influence, but right now that influence is coming back to bite him. The best part? It's just getting started. The FBI's looking at everybody who's ever been to one of Diddy's infamous parties. If the feds can make a connection between these parties and the alleged blackmail or other shady dealings, we might see a whole new level of fallout. I mean, who hasn't been at one of his parties? Jay-Z, Beyonce, all the A-listers. Could this be the biggest scandal the industry has ever seen? So while Diddy's empire might be crumbling, there's one thing we know for sure. The world's watching, and this drama is far from over. Is Jay-Z and Beyonce protecting Diddy? After the FBI raided Diddy's mansion,
heavily armored federal agents making their way into the home on Mapleton Drive associated with rap mogul Sean Diddy Combs.
Right now, authorities are carrying out searches at properties associated with P. Diddy. This is all part of a federal investigation into human trafficking.
things are getting really interesting. It's no longer just whispers and rumors. People are seriously questioning whether Jay-Z and Beyonce have been helping Diddy cover his tracks. And let me tell you, things are about to get explosive. We've all heard the stories about Diddy's shady dealings over the years, but now with the FBI involved and evidence coming to light, people are starting to wonder, where did Jay-Z and Beyonce fit into all this? Could they have been more involved than anyone realized? And more importantly, are they helping Diddy keep his secrets under wraps? Enter Jaguar Wright.
So who's next?
Y'all don't see the lineup?
Yeah, we see the lineup. I'm just waiting to see who's next.
Jay-Z is setting Diddy up.
Who's been speaking out like never before. Jaguar's not just some random person. She was Jay-Z's backup dancer, so she's seen things up close. And she's been blowing the lid off a whole lot of stuff that people have been whispering about for years. If you thought you knew the full story, trust me, you didn't. Jaguar's ready to spill the tea, and it's hot. In a recent interview, Jaguar didn't hold back. She's been making some serious accusations, including claims that Jay-Z, Beyonce, and Diddy have been working together behind the scenes for years, using their influence to control the music industry and keep their hands clean. According to Jaguar, the three of them didn't just work together. They allegedly covered for each other, blackmailed people, and used their power to destroy careers that threatened them. Now you're probably thinking, wait, Jay-Z and Beyonce? The power couple of hip-hop and pop, helping Diddy with shady business? Well, according to Jaguar, it's not as crazy as it sounds. She claims that Jay-Z's connection to Diddy goes way deeper than just business. In fact, she even said that Jay-Z and Beyonce were fully aware of the things Diddy was allegedly doing, and they may have even helped him cover them up. Jaguar's been pretty vocal about what she's seen behind the scenes. She claims that Jay-Z has a history of dealing with people in a way that's less than friendly, and that Beyonce's no angel either. According to Jaguar, the two of them were involved in some serious behind-the-scenes activities, working with Diddy to keep certain things hush-hush. And as much as Jay-Z and Beyonce have tried to maintain their image as this squeaky clean power couple, Jaguar's revealing that they've been tangled up in some pretty shady stuff. Now, it's important to note that this is all from Jaguar's perspective. She's been through a lot in the music industry, and she's not the type to keep quiet about it. But still, it's hard to ignore her claims, especially when you consider her inside knowledge and the things she's been through with Jay-Z and Beyonce. On top of all that, there's the fact that Diddy's been linked to a number of powerful figures over the years. Figures who've been willing to help him maintain his position in the industry. And now, with the FBI digging into everything from the tapes to the mysterious circumstances surrounding Kim Porter's death, things are looking even worse for Diddy. But the real question is, how much do Jay-Z and Beyonce really know? Are they just innocent bystanders, or are they part of the problem? Let's not forget, Diddy's mansion wasn't just raided for fun. There's serious evidence that the FBI uncovered, and people are starting to see the connections between Diddy's alleged actions and the people around him. With each new piece of the puzzle, it's becoming more clear that this isn't just about one man's empire crumbling. It's about a whole web of people who might have been helping him for years. And if what Jaguar Wright is saying is true, Jay-Z and Beyonce could be much more involved than they're letting on. So, while Diddy's world comes crashing down, it's becoming clear that the people who've been close to him, like Jay-Z and Beyonce, might be just as tangled up in this mess as he is. As the investigation continues, one thing's for sure, secrets are coming out, and no one is safe from the fallout. Stay tuned, because it looks like things are about to get even crazier. Diddy's case could expose a lot more. So here's the deal. Diddy's in serious hot water. And now the real question is, who's going down with him? No one wants to give him bail. The clock is ticking, and if Diddy falls, you better believe a whole lot of people are going with him. But who are these people, and how deep does this thing go? Well, let's start with the obvious suspects. Diddy's been in the game a long time, and let's just say he's made some interesting connections along the way. We're talking about some of the biggest names in music and entertainment. Now, some people are saying Jay-Z and Beyonce might be involved in all this. What? You might be thinking. Yeah, sounds like a plot twist straight out of a thriller. But according to some, Diddy, Jay, and Bey have been working together, possibly covering up some shady stuff. Jay-Z's backup dancer, Jaguar Wright, even spilled some tea, saying that the whole crew's been blackmailing celebrities, holding secrets over their heads. "It's all about leverage," she said. "You know who's been in Diddy's circle." Now, if Diddy goes down, don't think Jay and Bey will just watch from the sidelines. There's a chance the FBI could start knocking on their doors too. And let's be real, if Jay and Beyonce are caught up in this mess, things are going to get real ugly, real fast. As Jaguar Wright put it, they're all connected. It's not just Diddy. Then we've got the people who've been in Diddy's inner circle for years. His team, his parties. The ones who've seen and possibly even participated in things that might not have been above board. According to sources, Diddy had cameras everywhere, recording just about everything in his mansion. So yeah, if anyone's got dirt on Diddy, it's likely those closest to him. These are the people who probably thought they were safe, but now, the feds are coming for them. As one insider said, Diddy's tapes are his downfall. They're going to be the reason he ends up in jail. And don't forget the ones who've kept quiet until now, the folks who've witnessed things and were too scared to speak up. As the investigation deepens, some of these people might finally start singing. You know how it goes. When the feds start showing you evidence and offering deals, it's hard to stay silent. We might start hearing from people who really know what's been going on behind closed doors at Diddy's infamous parties. Then there's the unexpected crew, the so-called friends of Diddy. Those famous faces who've been at his parties, defended him, and pretended everything was all good. If Diddy's caught in something criminal, do you think they'll keep playing the "I didn't know anything" card? Probably not. They're going to have to choose, stick with Diddy or save their own skins. As one person put it, if Diddy's going to jail, these friends are gonna have to get real cozy with the truth real quick. In short, this whole thing is like a massive game of Jenga, and when Diddy goes down, it's going to take a whole lot of people with him. As Jaguar Wright put it, nobody's safe when the truth comes out. Not even Diddy's biggest supporters. So, is Kelly Rowland exposing Beyonce, or is this just another chapter in a much bigger story?
Ooh, I knew it. Diddy was helping Beyonce. Oh my God, to push Kelly Rowland in the back. Honey, ain't it sad? Comment, I want to know your thoughts about this, and I'll see you guys on the next upload. Bye.